check in with her right now.
I don't need to tell you how crucial this matchup is with Miami and Notre Dame. This is the matchup that helped to decide the bracket last year. As you know, the committee was weighing who was the better team, Notre Dame or Miami. You better believe Notre Dame has some revenge on their mind as they were left out of the college football playoff last season, and Miami went on a run to the national championship game. A lot of drama here in this top 25 matchup. This should be epic. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. All by himself down the middle. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hauls it in. Hard-hitting tackle.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Throwing, Carr. It's complete to the right. Discards him with the stiff arm. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Looking to take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read it, but sometimes they lie to you. You can see the little misdirection by this offense. Fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. The RPO, it's complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Mensa throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Might be calling a hot route.
Over here, balls out.
He wants to throw it. Under fire. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Run inside. It's Fletcher. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to barge in. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this here. It does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Coming out with it, it's Walton. Smacks it with the stiff arm. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Reads it, fires complete. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Running inside. It's Mobley. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Fletcher.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Mensa to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense changing the play. Throwing, Mensa. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Well, just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Facing a 3rd and long. Carr takes the easy throw in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Carr. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Headed outside, it's Mobley. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll send the back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Porter. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead.
Oh, the ball squirts out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Mobley. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Carr. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job. Not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside. It's Mobley. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Carr to throw for it on fourth. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room. And turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Quarterback may change this route. Mensah. With the catch, it's Fletcher. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specific.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Quick completion on the out. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Takes a handoff. It's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Walton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. There he goes to the right. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Here's Carr to throw. Working that left side now. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He wants to change this route. Here's Mensah to throw. Gets it out quickly. At the 45 on his way. Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Walton. And the returner will be brought down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. The wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but he didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him.
Finding some room. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Mobley. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Going for the big play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Snagged it, and there's running room.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And he's knocked down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Fires to the big fella. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Throws it deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They go right back to him. Running into the open space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Set to kick it off.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking outside, it's Mobley. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Carr from the gun on third down. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down.
1852 soldier. 1852 soldier. Go!
Carr to throw for it on fourth. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll go to the counter play. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Run inside. It's Mobley. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Finds a man in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
First down for the offense.
Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Carr. Caught in the backfield. It's Mobley. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
He runs out of bounds at the 28. Good enough for a first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll try to tack on 2. Here's Carr to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Number 35, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.